I've been walking the Isle of Wight coastal path, beginning my journey at Shanklin and passing through places such as Sandown, Ryde, Chale, and so far I have got to the westerly point of the Needles. And in this leg of my journey around the edge of the Isle of Wight coastal path, I intend to push on in search of St Catherine's Oratory, bypassing some lovely coastal views and tranquil seaside towns such as Freshwater Bay. So join me as I push on my journey around the Isle of Wight coastal path. Hello everybody and welcome back to another instalment of my walk around the Isle of Wight coastal path. I've currently at this point completed just over 50 miles. It's a little bit windy today. Oh, look at these steps here, look. I'm at the Needles and they're just in front of me. Alum Bay is just down there. You should have seen some beautiful drone footage leading up to talking to me just now. So today we're going to go from the Needles past Freshwater Bay all the way over to Blackgang, Chine and Chale. It's around about 14-15 miles, so I may split it into two videos. There's a little bit of a breeze today, so that may pick up on camera, so apologies for that. So I'm walking up the hill towards the Needles. I'm going to go around the batteries and then head off in that direction for about 15 miles. I absolutely love this. The terrain of every point of this walk has been different, but it looks like this one is set to be the most beautiful, with the cliffs and the hills. It's very panoramic when I've looked at it on maps from above. I'll see you around the corner. Alum Bay is the home to some dramatic multicoloured cliffs. Around 70 million years ago, sedimentary layers of sand and clay were deposited and then later lifted nearly vertically, creating a striking band of colours of sand, and there is actually apparently 21 distinct hues over the white chalk base. The vibrant colours derive from quartz, feldspar, mica and iron oxide impurities. And all of this can be accessed from the Chale lifts, which is quite a steep descent, or even worse, the leg aching steps from top to bottom. The Needles Lighthouse is a striking granite tower perched on the outermost chalk rock off the Needles, off the western tip of the Isle of Wight, and it was completed in 1859 by engineer James Walker, replacing an earlier 1786 clifftop lighthouse that was often obscured by mist. And the granite tower is 109 feet tall and it's topped with a helipad that was only added in 1987. It was painted red from 1886 onwards to improve daytime visibility and was first lit on the 1st of January 1859 with an oil lamp and fixed optic, and it today features coloured sectors of white, red and green marking hazardous areas. The light that is emitted from the lamp is visible for up to 17 nautical miles, and since December 1994 it has been unmanned and is automated via a submarine power cable to Trinity House headquarters in Harwich. Although it is a Grade 2 listed historic maritime structure for Historic England, it does continue to play a critical role in maritime safety alongside modern navigation systems. These are the foundations of the Master Gunner's house, and this was the residence of the Senior Artillery Non-Commissioned Officer. So typically a Master Gunner, and he was responsible for the daily operations of the old Needles Battery. The Needles also has two historic coastal defence sites perched dramatically on high down above Alum Bay, at the westernmost tip of the Isle of Wight. The old battery, built between 1861 to 63, features a defensive ditch with a retractable bridge and underground tunnel to a cliff-face searchlight station. Okay, time to leave the Needles behind. Absolutely beautiful views. I was very surprised I got as brave as I did with the drone, flying it over to the lighthouse. So we're going to push on and head off towards Freshwater now. A lot of this will again be voiceover, but I'll talk when I can, because the wind is just a bit too strong at times and you don't want all that disturbance. There, so we're just here, look. And yesterday came around here past Alum Bay and into the Needles. And now we're going to go up here, follow that path. The next destination will be Alum Bay. So it's a bit cloudier today than it has been all week. I don't know if you can really make it out. So we've got to go all the way over here and along there. Can you see it in the distance? That outline of land. And we've got to go around the corner of that as well. And that's roughly where Chale and Blackgang, Chine are. Just in the distance I've got the Tennyson Monument. It's a great big cross on a hill. It's one of the highest points of this walk, I believe. Not the highest, but it's about a mile or so up there. You won't see it from this angle, but I will talk to you when we get there and have a little look at it. The weather is quite deceiving today, because over there, the forecast said it's going to get sunny late morning and the afternoon should be amazing. Over there, I don't think it'll pick it up on the camera, but I can see spots of blue sky. Over there, I can clearly see it's absolutely chucking it down with rain out at sea. But this is so much nicer today. If you watched the last part of this walk around here, the previous one from Cowes, Yarmouth and to the Needles, Alum Bay, there's a lot of roads involved in that and a lot of high hedges. And there wasn't really a great deal to see at times. This looks like it's going to be the complete flip side, even though it's cloudy. If it clears up later on, then even better. Oh, again, there is rain there and it looks like it's moving sideways. You can just make out that dark area of the water. The camera won't pick it up, but I can see rain falling. It's so lovely and peaceful, apart from the plane that's going over. I can just make out Fort Albert over there and Hurst Castle is over there, the light on the lighthouse. So it was there in the last video. Tennyson Monument is just over these trees and bushes and up the hill. There we go, look. So Tennyson Monument and also the coastal path. It's the first time I've seen the signs, not as those blue signs that I've seen all the way around. The Tennyson Monument, also known as Tennyson's Beacon, it stands proudly at the summit of Tennyson Down near Freshwater, and it was erected in 1897, 6 years after Alfred, Lord Tennyson's death, to honour the famed Victorian poet. It was designed by Mr. J.L. Pearson and crafted from Cornish granite and topped with a Celtic style cross atop a step base, with the entire structure 38 feet high. Its position is also at the highest point of the ridge at 482 feet above sea level. and the site once hosted a historic signal beacon that warned of invasions, echoing its current memorial role. Over there in the very distance, if you can see them, you see that water, not the big expanse of water, but that amongst the trees. And that is the Newtown marshes that we went beside yesterday. It got that danger zone, hadn't it, for the military training place as well. So it gives you an idea of where I am today, looking out over there to where I was yesterday. But from down there, looking this way, I wouldn't have known that this is what I'd be walking on today. It's bizarre. It's just so very narrow at this point. That's an old Leyland Olympian, isn't it? I wonder if it's one of the old Southern Vectis vehicles. The Travelling Tavern. Oh, I'd love to have a go on that. Yeah, Leyland. Wow. It's a quaint little building as well, isn't it? This is lovely, isn't it? These views. It is brightening up somewhat. That's Compton Bay down there, and Compton Chine is a little further along. Pretty much where the Wight cliff turns into the red. That's where both of them are. Now I can clearly make out where I've got to go on this walk. So not this massive land. In the very distance, you can see a hill. And that is where Chale and Blackgang Chine is. That's where I've got to go. God, that's a sketchy looking bit. Quite a bit of landslide has gone off down here. Let's just get down here safely. Sea's a lot calmer today than yesterday. Oh, this bit's a bit precarious. It's very windy as well, but it's blowing inland. So sorry about the noise, but I just had to show you and tell you about it. So we just been past Compton Beach. Look at those beautiful cliffs. Freshwater is right in the middle. This is the first opportunity I've had for about 15-30 minutes or so to actually talk, because the wind, I can't actually see my destination point in the distance at the moment. I've dipped down to quite probably the lowest part of the entire walk today. This little tiny village or hamlet is Brook Green. Over there the coastal side is Undercliff. When we get towards Chale and Blackgang, there's a little section called Overcliff. It's a beautiful cottage over there I'd like to have a look at. Yeah, that's nice, isn't it? Yeah, that's really, really pretty. Something I've not mentioned is that every single kissing gate I've been through all week, they've all got these plaques on where they've all been dedicated, and the occasional one I go past is basically asking you to sponsor, or I'll donate a gate. There you go, look, Isle of Wight Ramblers. So you see, if you see a gate that's got no name on it and you want to put yours or a loved one or a friend on there, donate a gate at isleofwightramblers.com. I think that's a really good idea, and I think other places in the UK could probably do a similar thing. So over there in the very, very far distance, St Catherine's Oratory sits on top of that hill. That's where I aim to complete this particular leg of the journey today. And after that, we'll just have St Lawrence, Ventnor and Shanklin to do. It's like an old pillbox. Yeah, look. It's good, isn't it? It's a nice little find in this field. I've had to come on a diversion through these fields. It's properly signposted. The Pearl of Isle of Wight is behind me. That's where I am. And I'm not sure where. I mean, I assume it's all going to be signposted. But at the minute, it feels like I'm going away from where I need to be. I feel like I've gone, sort of going back in the direction I came from. Oh, there's a nice little pond there, though. There we go. I see a blue sign. Let's check what it says. Coastal path diversion. I am here. And there's the Pearl, what I've just passed. So that's what it used to be. But now I've got to go all the way up there and down there. I bet there's an extra quarter of a mile on that, you know, if not more. It's probably about the best surface I've walked on all day, though. It's actually made a change. I mean, I can feel it setting in my legs. And generally I've started to feel a bit worn and run down. I've worked out that I'm currently on 64 of 71, adding them all the bits together and where I am today. So 7 miles to go, and off the road and up here along this very, very dried up dip. I think I might have preferred the road. Oh, that's quite cute, isn't it? At the next kissing gate. Oh, I'll see you later. Another donator gate. And another donator gate. Right, let's crack on. If you notice for a while I've not put the drone up. It's just been so windy again. You can hear it now. Look how far down that is. So if it dies down, I've just managed to grab a window here with like only minimal wind, but it's been ferocious. If it dies down, I'll be sure to get it up again. wind, and then it just starts as soon as I speak. I just had a sit down on that bench there. Starting to flag a bit now, but where I'm going to is just that big hill in the distance. I'm really flagging now. I think there's about 3 miles left. I can see St Catherine's Oratory. It's that big hill, as I keep saying, all the way. Blackgang Chine is just down there beyond those red cliffs. Finally got a break in the wind. I can still see the Wight cliffs from when we was at that other memorial right near the beginning. And that's about 15 miles ago. I can also just see some little colours in the hill. You won't be able to see them, but I can. And that'll be the Blackgang Chine amusement visitor attraction. I just had a moment back there where I just hit a wall. It's catching up with me now. I'm still enjoying it, but I'm getting very... I literally could just go to sleep. I sat down and then I laid on my back a little bit, which was a bit daft because then I got really for me sleeping. So I had a banana, water and a paracetamol, and I'm slowly getting up to speed again. Come on, we can do this. See, I'm really going for it again now. Can you see it where we're going? The television transmitter and the little knobbly bits to the left. If not, we'll be there soon. Another diversion around a collapse. Let's have a quick nosy down there. Oh yeah. Oh blimey, that's a long way down, isn't it? Crikey. But where it's gone there, I mean, don't look like it's gone that long ago, does it? Some of that. It's a weird looking brick thing. Couldn't really get any close to it because it's in all the crops. Now can you see the transmitter? The little monument to the left. And after a few fields, it brings us to Chale. That's the White Mouse Inn opposite. That name sounds familiar, you know. I know I came to Blackgang Chine as a child. God, I'm that tired, I can't even open gates. Right. On the road it is then. There's a Tyrannosaurus Rex in this garden. I wonder if that came from the original part of Blackgang Chine. It collapsed into the sea. Coming to Chale, nearly there. Welcome to Chale, everyone, or Chale if you're from Yorkshire. Off the main village road and up this rather enchanting pathway of nettles and shrubs. At Blackgang Chine, I went there as a child and my sisters went as well. 1843 it opened, and it is the oldest amusement park in the entire United Kingdom. Now, a lot of it has disappeared and it's crumbled down into the nearby Chine and the cliffs over there. Now, a lot of it has in fact gone. Some of it has had to be moved and some of it is lost forever. The Chine it's situated in has been gradually crumbling over the years until large chunks ended up falling down into the sea from the cliffs that they were once above. See, coming through here, it's all been a bit of guesswork. I've had to use OS maps. I can still see the white cliffs in the distance where I began today. Blackgang Chine down there. I've spotted what looks like a footpath, but it's not signposted as. I lost the coastal path before I got on the main road earlier. No signposts for it since. This has got to be something that'll take me where I need to be, surely. Oh my goodness. 19 miles later, and that's all I need. I'm going to finish off at St Catherine's Oratory. It's a 35-foot medieval lighthouse built in the 1300s. I can see it poking over the top of the hill, and this is what I've been looking at all the way on this walk. It's up there. Can you see the TV transmitter? It's just to the left of that. A medieval lighthouse, how about that? What a brilliant way to finish this walk from the Needles. Two different landmarks at two different ends. There is the view looking back from everywhere. What we've done today, just disappearing off into the distance, those white cliffs, you can't really see them. Let's go and find St Catherine's medieval oratory lighthouse. St Catherine's Oratory is locally known as the Pepper Pot. It's a fascinating medieval landmark perched atop St Catherine's Hill, and it was built in 1328 by Walter de Godderton as a penance after he plundered 174 casks of church wine from the wrecked St Mary of Bayonne in 1313. He was therefore ordered by the authorities to construct a lighthouse and attached oratory chapel to aid mariners and pray for those lost at sea. It was tended by a priest who maintained a beacon which was firelit in the tower's lantern chamber and conducted mass in the now vanished chapel until the Reformation around 1540, after which the oratory's religious functions ceased to be. The wind going through those holes at the top where the light used to shine out. That's remarkable, isn't it? Got to imagine there must have been a way of going up there back in the day. Who knows? It is believed to be the only surviving medieval lighthouse in Britain and the second oldest after the ancient Roman one at Dover. It originally displayed a beacon visible to passing ships, and after deactivation during dissolution, it became a navigational sea mark. So what a way to end the walk today, all the way from the Needles, Freshwater, and finishing at St Catherine's Oratory. That's around about 19 miles I've done today. So the next part's going to be from here at Blackgang, heading off towards Ventnor and St Lawrence.